This is TWiT.
Apparently, there's a list of 7 employee names from Google who have left the company in protest. That is actually circulating on an internal email list within the company. Most of them first heard of Dragonfly with the original Intercept story, which is what kind of broke the news to everyone. The names really haven't been disclosed publicly yet. I guess the sources on this story weren't willing to share outside of Jack Polson, who is a senior scientist who actually had been reported last month as having resigned in protest of the list. So, yeah, I guess there's still, I mean, obviously there's still a lot of internal debate about this product, and I'm sure there are a lot more people that probably feel as strongly as these who have stepped away.
You got to give those guys credit for standing up for their values and saying, you know what, I'd rather not have a job than be a part of what's going on here. That takes a lot, because it's tough out there.
Yeah,
it's tough out there.
Well, I don't think it's too tough for them.
Well, maybe not for them. Well, unless
but
they're living
even
over
so,
there.
I still agree with you. I was thinking it could be different if they were, protesting Walmart and there wasn't another Walmart in town.
Yeah,
right.
But I don't belittle what they're doing at all. I agree with you, and importantly, and too, I think that they're doing it in time that may to put pressure on that maybe Google will come to its senses.
Right. Right.
Maybe. I hope so.
Maybe it doesn't seem likely at this point. More and more, it seems like they're continuing further down this path. The Intercept has another story that they published, another biggie, that says that Dragonfly is being crafted to link a user's searches to their personal phone number. So if someone in China does a search via this as yet unreleased Google search product within the country, their personal phone number will be attached to those search queries, which would ultimately obviously make it much easier for them to be tracked depending on what they're searching for. Some of those, blacklisted item search terms include human rights, student protest, Nobel Prize in Mandarin. That's just to name a couple. So
it's scary stuff, man. And scary stuff, what people are limited to in different areas of the world. And
sure.
Man.
Yep. And then I guess there were 16 U.S. House lawmakers last Thursday who addressed a letter to Sundar Pichai. I think there was also a letter like a month before to Sundar Pichai. Anyways, questions about the company's decision to return to China. What restrictions is it going to place on the search engine? I feel like we're hearing about those restrictions, but they want some sort of a formal answer here. What are those restrictions? If Google left China in 2010, why has it suddenly decided that now is the right time to move back in? And maybe this ties back in with the first story of the show, which is, that we don't hear much at all from, the people who you used to hear about in things like this. Larry Page is Sergey Brin. I mean, they're silent as far as this is concerned. A lot of that control has gone to why am I suddenly blanking? Pichai, yeah, Sundar Pichai. Yet, they in certain very public cases, Google is given the opportunity to talk about certain things, maybe not necessarily related to this Chinese search product, but the hearing a couple of weeks ago, and instead of sending someone, they send nobody. So it's just weird, like bottling up of information, this control of information that's happening right now from Google as a company.